What is going on, Rhymestyle here? Today I bring you some more Dragon Ball Xenoverse gameplay, and before I continue, I do want to point out that the footage you're currently watching is pre-recorded from the beta that took place a couple weeks ago. But now that we got that out of the way, I want to jump right into the main topic of this video, and we're going to start off asking you guys a question. What would make you not want to get Dragon Ball Xenoverse? Like, despite all the news and updates that are released so far, like, what could happen tomorrow that will make you go, you know what? I'm done. I'm not getting the game. Let me know in the comments below. Now, the reason why I decided to make this video is obviously my last update video that I told you guys upset a lot of people, including myself. And in case you missed it, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is only going to be accessible in Dragon Ball Xenoverse if you pre-order the game or you get the Day 1 edition when it comes down around February 17th. After that, they don't plan on releasing Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta in form of paid or free DLC in the future. So if you miss out, then you missed out. Now, obviously, this sucks. And as I said in my last video, you know, Bandai Namco isn't thinking about the people that can't pre-order the game or in case, you know, they miss out the first few weeks. You know, they don't consider those people. And basically, if you're one of those people, if you fall in that category, then you're not getting shit out of luck. And it's like later you can't, you know, get that character. Like, what if that's your favorite character and you can't ever play with them because you happen to miss out for whatever reason, like whatever happened? And I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. But I will say, you know, that's not going to break the game for me. I will still get the game when it comes out. And that's why I want to see what else, you know, would make you go over the top to the point where you're just like, you know what, I am done. Screw you guys. I'm going to go play something else. Let me know in the comments below. Now, I want to talk about DLC for a second. And here's how I feel about DLC, because I saw a lot of people asking me in my last video. And when it comes to DLC, I choose not to support it at all. And the main reason why is because a lot of DLC is on the disc. You know, if I buy a game, I feel like, you know, my money went to this game. I should have what's on in the game. If you give me a game, but you ask me to pay more money to unlock the content within it, I think that's bullshit. That's like going to a pizza store, getting a large pizza, but it's like instead of getting 8 slices, they give you 6, and they charge you $2 for the extra 2 slices. That's bullshit. Now, I get business is business, but at the same time, you know, I'm not going to support that business. So with that said, I just don't support DLC ever. The only time I've ever supported DLC, actually, is with 2 games, actually. One, Fallout 3, who did it really, really well. Bethesda, what they did is they released the game, and then a couple months after the game was released, they spent working on creating expansions that they began releasing every few months. I'm okay with that, because what they did there is they built the game, they released it, and then they used their resources to build more parts of the game as a bonus to those who want more. I was one of those, and I enjoyed all the content they released, and I supported it. I am perfectly okay with that DLC. But what I'm not okay with is like what Ubisoft did with Assassin's Creed, for example. With Assassin's Creed, in case you missed it, I forgot which games it was, but I think it was all of them, actually. It would get to the point where you get to like chapter 7, chapter 8, and then like chapter 9 and 10 are locked because they're quote unquote lost inside the memory or something. What that actually was is chapter 9 and 10 in those games were unlocked via DLC later. That is bullshit. Now I get, you know, that part of the game, you know, wasn't too crucial to the story, but still, like, I'm going down the timeline of the game and I can't play those 2 chapters because I haven't bought them yet. That's absolutely horseshit. And that kind of DLC I just choose not to support. Like, I am not with it at all. I'm not going to buy it. I don't care what you release. If we go back to the Dragon Ball Xenoverse for a second, if for some reason the big DLC decides to be the GT characters in this game, I would just not buy it. You know what? I don't need GT characters. I'm okay with having as many characters as possible, whatever. But if you ask me to buy more to unlock stuff like GT characters, I'm probably not going to do it. So I would skip out on that. But I still plan on getting the game. The most important part of the game to me was the actual fighting mechanics and it being an actual fighting game that's not like Battle Z where you just, you know, tap one button and then you can't dodge or anything. Like, that's what made me hate Battle Z. But Xenoverse has already proven to me that it's an actual fighting game. There's actual fighting mechanics, and because of that, I'm a happy Dragon Ball Z fan and gamer there, so I choose to buy it. But what would break the game to you guys where it's like, you know what, I'm done. I'm not doing it. You know, not Bethesda. Bandai Namco, you fucked up. I am not getting the game because XYZ. Let me know in the comments below. And, you know, we'll talk. You know, maybe the stuff that you guys might hate, we could send that information to Bandai Namco and be like, look, if you do this, you're going to piss off a lot of people. So let's try to, like, compile a lot of information in this video that we could probably send over to them, because I do have a relation with them. I mean, it might not do anything if, you know, they decide that this is going to actually happen. They're probably not going to do anything about it, but at least we can give them that feedback so they know what the community wants. Because so far, they've been listening, you know, what we want as Dragon Ball Z fans, and they've been giving us a lot of stuff so far. So maybe this could be like a precautionary, like, yo, before you release it, just so you know, if you do this, you'll piss off a lot of people. So start commenting away what you would hate the most. Now, before we end this video, I do want to point out, since I know a lot of people say, you know, we want this, we want that, with this, with that. Local multiplayer is coming back. You know, I've said this many times before. Local multiplayer on one screen is coming back. There's going to be a pretty decent sized roster. They didn't say how big, but they said there's going to be a lot of characters, and we already know that GT and possibly Dragon Ball is already going to be in it. Now, I don't know how accessible these characters are going to be, because, again, I feel like GT characters in this game are going to be DLC. But, again, with me, I just choose not to buy it. But if you guys want DLC, then, you know, if you want to pay for it, you know, if that's the case, then you can do that. But, you know, stuff like offline multiplayer is coming back. You can charge, you can transform, you can do all that. You know, just like the fan favorites that people loved since day one, that's coming back. Just so you guys know, in case you haven't caught up with the news in regards to this game. But anything else, like, let's, you know, for example, if let's say, you know, you can only transform one time per created character, like there's no second, third, final form, you know, stuff like that, you know, or key blast or key clashes not being in the game, anything in the game that might upset you that might not be in the game, let me know in the comments below, and then let's see what we as an overall Dragon Ball Z community think. So yeah, start commenting away, and let's see, you know, if we can somehow send this feedback to them, and just in case they know, it's like, look, if this happens, y'all fuck up. But yeah. So that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to punch that like button right in the face. And please send me feedback. You know, send me as much feedback as possible, and we'll just take it from there. So my name is Rhymestyle. You guys enjoy the rest of your amazing day, and I will see all you awesome Super Saiyans in the comment section below. Peace.